This week on Brink.
Fire in the hole!
A revolutionary new weapon to fight fires. It's a grenade that douses flames. Smart device. This revolutionary new gadget is dramatically changing the way fires are fought and lives are being saved, as we found out in this Brink breakthrough. For centuries, water has been a firefighter's primary weapon in the battle against fire. Until now.
I had seen all this smoke pouring out of my basement. I was like, this can't be happening.
When we arrived, there was heavy smoke coming out, and when I went over to grab the fire extinguisher, I realized that the Fit 5 was laying right beside it. I said, hey, let's deploy the Fit 5.
It's called Fire Interruption Technology, or FIT, and it may be revolutionizing the way we fight fires.
Pulled the cap off, pulled the detonator cord, and then I just kind of threw it underhand as hard as I could, and it extinguished the fire.
It works like a grenade. You pull a pin and throw the device into a burning room where it explodes, but instead of creating fire, it puts it out using a non-toxic chemical mist. Dale Mann is an engineer for MDE, the Seattle testing lab for the Fit 5.
The chemistry behind the Fit 5 is actually fairly simple. There are two principal components, the oxidizer, which provides the oxygen, and the organic fuel.
Fire in the hole!
When these two react, they produce an aerosol powder. That powder does several things to interrupt the chain reaction that we know as fire. Number one, it'll absorb a lot of heat. Number two, it will produce what we call a free radical. That free radical will stop that fire sequence, thereby putting out the flames.
At first, Chief John DeCola and his crew of volunteer firefighters in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, didn't know what to make of the Fit 5.
I was a little skeptical initially because I had no real backup information to show what it would do. Once we got a sample device and saw it actually work on a fire training grounds, then ultimately we bought one.
Pitching or throwing in a Fit 5 device is similar to throwing horseshoes or throwing a bowling ball down the alley. Some people say it's like throwing a frisbee if the window is up high or chest level, but it is almost a 10-pound device, so you need to get some practice.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
For these firefighters, this small, round device could be a lifesaver.
So imagine if you're a first responder and you're responding to a 1,000-degree fire. That's hotter than their safety equipment is even able to handle. When you deploy a Fit 5, the temperature can drop to nearly 300 degrees in a matter of seconds. They're able to go in now and deal with that fire much more safely.
Water from fire hoses often does more damage than the fire itself. Thanks to the Fit 5, firefighters only needed 1 gallon of water to put out the fire in Marianne Medved's basement. So are the days of fighting fires with hydrants and hoses over?
It is just a tool. It's not meant to take the place of fire hoses, and it's certainly not meant to take the place of additional manpower and staffing levels in any of our departments.
It may not be ready to completely replace the old way of fighting fires. The Fit 5 only works in small enclosed spaces. But for Marianne Medved, the Fit 5 meant the difference between some minor damage and losing everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Each one of these Fit 5s costs $1,200. The company that makes them says about 100 fire departments across the country are using them.